Today is the start of the Food and Wine Festival at Disney California Adventure 2025 Food and Wine Festival. We're going to try all the food at the food booth. So let's go into DCA and get this started. The Food and Wine Festival at DCA goes from February 28th until April 21st, so it's a long festival. There's plenty of time to enjoy it all. Some of the festival favorites include Soaring, turning over to Soarin' over California, which is definitely the superior version, so I'm looking forward to doing that. I know it officially starts tomorrow. Today is actually the preview day for the Food and Wine Festival. So today is the 27th. Everything actually comes out on the 28th, but the food booths will be open today, so we're going to preview all the food. There are 11 new food items at the food booths. We're going to try 10 of them. The only one I'm going to skip is the musubi because I'm not a big seaweed fan and they crumble seaweed on top. I do like Spam a lot, so I'm sad to skip the Spam musubi, but it's just a little too much seaweed for me, so I know I'm not going to enjoy that one. And we'll try a couple of drinks too. There's 2 non-alcoholic drinks I think we're going to get, and maybe 1 or 2 alcoholic drinks too. I might split some with friends. And other than that, you can find the Jammin' Chefs with a couple of characters. They're going to be out by Little Mermaid. That's kind of a fun show. It's a good percussion show with a chance to see some characters as well. There's going to be a lot of food booths to do. There's going to be 8 food booths total, so we're definitely going to cover all of those today. The Food and Wine Festival is one of the most popular food festivals here at California Adventure. People love this one. It's kind of ironic because there's not a lot of wine anymore. There's pretty much one booth that serves wine, and everything else is just going to be beer and cocktails. So they should probably just call it the Food and Cocktail Festival now at this point, but it's still called the Food and Wine Festival for some odd reason. But yeah, we're going to get things started. I'll show you guys the merchandise too that they're going to have for the festival. So let's get things kicked off. If the merchandise is out today, we'll definitely take a look at that. But let's go do all the food and let's start eating today because I am very hungry. This is crazy. I didn't know Carthay was going to be under renovation. It's just an exterior renovation because the inside is still open, but they have a lot of scaffolding around the entire building, so they're going to be doing a lot of work to it. Apparently to the facade of it, they're going to be doing a lot of work. There's a lot of work on Buena Vista Street too, on the Five and Dime and Elias and Company and stuff, but everything's still open. It's just outside work they're doing. So they are selling the Sip and Savor Pass on preview day. This is $58 for 8 tastings, which is $7.25 each if you're a pass holder. It's $63 if you're not a pass holder. And you can also get 4 tastings for $32. No discount on that 4 tasting though. So there's a couple of different options, and they do have the book here. We'll take a look at that as well. But since I'm getting all the food anyways, I decided I will get a Sip and Savor Pass. I think it'll save a couple of cents here and there. It's really not a huge significant difference, but it is nice to save like 50 cents here and there. So as long as an item is more than $7.25, you're saving a little bit of money on that. So yeah, let's get things started by eating, and we're going to check out if they have the merchandise available today too. I'm not sure if they will though. I actually love the festival guide. I love how this is designed. I love all the icons and the colors. Look at how cool that is. That is really fabulous. I think they did a really good job with this festival guide this time. Starting with number 1 here by the Grizzly Bear. 1, 2, and 3 are all concentrated right here. There's nothing in Hollywoodland this year booths-wise for the festival marketplaces. There's just going to be other locations with food. We're not going to do anything outside of the festival marketplaces, the booths today, so we're just going to stick to the booths. So I'm just going to work my way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The first stop is across from the Grizzly Bear here. We're going to go to Pepper's Caliente and pick up 2 items here. So let's start here with booth number 1. We're going to try the corn chip chili pie featuring Impossible Beef here. I'm going to skip the shrimp. I'm not a big fan of shrimp, so we're going to skip that. And we're also going to try out the pickle whiskey sour cocktail. I love the pickle drinks. I like the pickle lemonade, the regular one, not the strawberry lemonade. And I really like whiskey a lot, so I think I'm going to enjoy that actually. It sounds very unique, and it's got tahini too, so let's give that a try. All right, I got 2 items at Pepper's Caliente. This is the corn chip chili pie featuring Impossible Beef, seasoned Impossible Beef, spicy cheese sauce, tomatoes, sliced jalapenos, and crema. I'm excited to try this. It looks really good. I like what they call a walking taco. You know, I really enjoy walking tacos. I think this is going to be really good. I kind of wish it was fully plant-based. Where's my fork? I have a fork. I have a pocket full of mysteries right now. I have a pocket full of everything you could need. I have straws, my microphone, I have the booklet. I had to get a lot of receipts too. The 8-1 Sip and Savor pass is not working, so they had to give me 2 4s and switch it out instead. So I got a lot of Sip and Savor passes. I got a lot of stuff today, a lot going on, but we'll get through it. We are definitely going to be able to handle this today. This looks really good with the jalapeno on top. It's got fresh jalapeno. I kind of wish it was fully plant-based though. I'm surprised that they did an Impossible Beef, but they put real cheese and real crema on top. So that's very odd, a really weird choice. They made it vegetarian, but not vegan. I know this is gonna be good. I like Impossible meat, especially when it's taco season. So let's give this a try. I got a bite with the jalapeno too, so I think that's gonna be really good. That is very good for Impossible Beef. It is a little bit spicy, but mostly mild, medium at most. It's not like super spicy at all. If you're a little spice averse, you might think this is spicy though. I really like the crema on it. It's very salty, especially because the salt from the corn chips, from the Fritos, and the salt in the Impossible Beef. The Impossible Beef is seasoned well, and it's got some beans in it too. It's not just Impossible Beef, it's also beans. I like that. I like the crema on top a lot. I like the cheese sauce. I'd definitely get this again. I'd give it like an 8.5, 9 out of 10. I really like this one. It's really easy to eat because you can just walk around and snack on it and enjoy it. And it's a pretty good portion actually. You get quite a few Fritos. You get a whole bag's worth of Fritos in there, plus the toppings on it. This is really good. I would definitely recommend this. This is off to a good start. I do think this should be plant-based fully, but it's kind of nice if you're just a vegetarian and not a vegan. This is a very good option for sure. All right, I also got the cocktail from Peppers Caliente. This is not something I would probably recommend to most people. I am a pickle lover though. I am a pickle enthusiast. I definitely enjoy pickles of all shapes and forms and flavors, so I think I'm really gonna enjoy this. It's pickle juice. It's really odd. It's a pickle whiskey sour cocktail, bourbon, pickle juice, lime juice, sweet and sour with tahini chili lime sauce and tahini, and it's got a huge pickle spear in it too. Look at this guy. Look at that sucker. Wow, that is ridiculous. That's a little offensive. I'm gonna put that back in the drink. That is disgusting looking. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the pickle with the bourbon. I like picklebacks though in general, so I think I'm gonna enjoy this, and I love tahini. I love anything with tahini, so let's give this a sip and just see how it is. You know what? I kind of dig that. I would not recommend this unless you love pickles. My friend hated this, and I don't blame her at all. This is really actually only for a very few select people. It would serve a very small demographic. You have to really love pickles. You can taste the bourbon a little bit, but it pretty much tastes like straight pickle juice with the tahini. That's pretty much all you're getting. That is so odd. If you like picklebacks, you're gonna enjoy that. If you don't like pickle juice, don't even try this. It is absolutely and utterly the most pickliest drink I've ever had. This is good though. I would get this again. I'd rate it like an 8 out of 10, but I think for most people, this is gonna be like a -8 out of 10. I would not recommend this unless you love pickles. I'd get it again though. I think this is really refreshing. It's very sour, very refreshing. Really recommend having a list or knowing exactly what you're gonna order. You can order everything you want from all the booths at one booth, and then you only have to stand in the checkout line one time. Then you can just go to the pickup line, which is shorter. As long as you hold on to your receipt all day, you're good to go. But that saved me a lot of time doing this. Right here by the Grizzly Bear is gonna be Golden Dreams. This is our next stop, so let's check out the menu here. They have the musubi fried rice here. I'm gonna skip that because of the amount of nori and seaweed on that. I just wanna skip that one. The cherry cobbler pot de creme, that is a plant-based cherry cobbler, so we're definitely gonna try that out. And the returning one is the blueberry pancake cold brew from last year. A lot of people love that one. I liked it. I thought it was pretty darn good, but we're just gonna try the cherry cobbler from this one, so let's pick that up. This is from Golden Dreams. This is the cherry cobbler pot de creme, and I love when they have a vegan option that's actually good. The lady working there said this is good, so I'm really optimistic for it. I love cherry cobbler. Like, I just absolutely love cherry cobbler, so I know this is gonna be good. It's cherry pie filling with a vanilla custard, but it's a fake custard. It's a plant-based custard, and it's got an oatmeal topping on it, which is gonna be very, very good. I'm excited for this one. So it's a little early for dessert already, but let's give this a try. I wanna dig down and make sure I get some of that vanilla custard. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That looks really good, actually. Yum. Let's give this a try. That's a 10 out of 10 for me. Because it's plant-based, it gets extra points. That is very, very good. I really like that. You would not know that's plant-based. The custard is really nice. It balances really well with the cherry pie filling there. And the oatmeal topping is really, really good. I like a crumble topping over a pie crust. I really enjoy crumbles. So this is really, really good. This is absolutely delicious. Do not skip this one. Even if you're not a plant-based eater, you have to try this one. This will probably be the best dessert at the festival. And I love that it comes in a little pie tin It's just really cute and really easy to eat. It's a big portion too. It's really dense, so you can definitely split this with somebody. This is really delicious. Don't skip this one. 10 out of 10. I think this might be my favorite dessert for today. I really like this one a lot. Right next to Golden Dreams is Mercado de Antojos. So we're gonna try this out. Let's look at the menu though first. So the new item here is the birria mac and cheese. I definitely got that. I love birria everything, and I know I'm gonna like it since it's mac and cheese. The other new one is the Café de Olla Tres Leches cake. So we're gonna definitely try that out too. And I also got the raspberry horchata. That's also new. So they have 3 new things here. I think the watermelon cucumber mojito is from last year, but the other 3 items are brand new. So we're definitely gonna try those out. So let's pick them up. So I got 3 items from Mercado de Antojos. This looks really good. This is the birria mac and cheese. So I'm gonna start with this one first. It's a mac and cheese with an onion cilantro sauce and a tortilla crunch. This was $9, so the Sip and Savor saves you about $1.75 on this one, which is a pretty good deal. Okay, I gotta get a little bit of everything in this. They usually do pretty good mac and cheeses here, and I like when there's a textural contrast, like the tortilla chips on this one. I love when there's a texture contrast. So let's give this a try. That is very good. It's a little heavy for a hot day like today. It's supposed to be 87 today, but it's also cloudy, so it's a bit humid. It's very warm today. I'm trying to stay in the shade as much as possible. There's no shade available right now, so I'm just gonna tough it out for this last booth. Then hopefully next booth we'll sit in the shade. This is good though. I really like the onion cilantro sauce on that. I thought it was like an avocado spread, but it says onion cilantro sauce, and it definitely tastes like onions and cilantro, which I really enjoy both things, so I really enjoy this. I like the crunch of the tortilla chips a lot. I like the sauce on top. The beef is very tender, very flavorful, and the mac and cheese itself is really nice. It's a spiral noodle. This is a really good dish, 9 out of 10. I would definitely get this, especially if it's a cold day. You're gonna like this more. It's very hearty. It's a really good comfort food. It's just kind of heavy and hard to eat on a hot day like today, but it is really enjoyable. Next up is the raspberry horchata, and I love horchata. I love raspberry. It comes with 3 ripe raspberries on the top, which is really nice. That's a really nice touch. I like the fresh fruit at Disney, so I think this is gonna be really good with the raspberries on top. It's raspberry, almond, and cinnamon syrups, rice pudding, milk, and condensed milk, garnished with a skewered raspberry on top. So let's give this a sip and see how it is. When I got a sip from the bottom, I tried to stir it a little bit, but the bottom was very sweet. Once I stirred it a little better, it was a little less sweet. I can taste the almond, I can taste the raspberry, and it tastes like horchata too. It's definitely true to the description. It's really good though. I would get this again. I actually really like this. This is really nice, really creamy too. It's very unique, but I like the combination of raspberry with the almond and the cinnamon and the horchata. I think it works really well. I've never had a drink that tasted like this before. I would definitely get this one again. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoy this one though. I think it's actually really good. And this last dessert is very cute. I love the Mickey on the front with the nonpareil sprinkles on it. It looks really adorable. It's a pretty big dessert too. This is the Café de Olla Tres Leches cake. It's Café de Olla infused tres leches with piloncillo, chantilly, cinnamon, and Mickey-shaped cookie. Café de Olla is usually just a cinnamon-based coffee, so it'll taste like cinnamon a little bit, I believe. And I love tres leches cake. Ooh, it's not super moist in the middle like tres leches cake should be. It should be almost wet. You know, if you've had tres leches, it's usually kind of wet. That is not the case. It does look a little dry, but there's a lot of frosting on top, so that might save it. Let's give this a bite though and try it out. It's similar to a tiramisu. If you like tiramisu, you're gonna enjoy this one. I like the icing on top a lot. It adds a lot of moistness to it. The cake itself is not overly dry, but it's not too moist either. The frosting is really buttery, really creamy. If you like tiramisu, you are definitely gonna enjoy this one. I like it though, I'd recommend it for sure. I'm here on the actual opening day of the festival now too. I'm just gonna record this and throw it in this video too, but I love the merchandise so far. It looks really good. Here's a look at the ears for this year. I like the ears themselves. I just don't care for the hat in the middle, the little chef's hat, but they are cute. I love the design on them. I still have to confirm if all this stuff is Jeff Granito design, but I think it is. It's really nice. I like the design a lot. They did such a fantastic job this year. Here's a look at the button-up shirt. I love the icons on it. I love the colors, but it's a little stiff, and it is $64.99 like all the other Disney shirts. It's a little too stiff for me. It seems like it's breathable, it's a little lightweight, but it's very thick and not very pliable, so not really a shirt for me, but I love the design. I just wish it was softer and lighter. Here's the Food and Wine Festival 2025 t-shirt. I love that California logo, and Mickey looks cute. Let's check out the back. There's actually nothing on the back, but it's probably $34.99. There's no price on that one though. These little trash can salt and pepper shakers are so funny to me, but I like the design. They're actually really cute. They have Mickey on them as well. I love this wine glass for $19.99. Wow, that is really nice. The back says everything yum under the sun. I don't really like the back, but I like the front logo there, which is really nice. $14.99. It's kind of expensive, but they have this die-cut magnet. It is a nice magnet. It's very cute. This is very unique, and I actually love this. It's a lug water bottle holder, but you can also put some stuff. There's kind of like a wallet compartment in the front. This is very nice, though. I actually really like that. I like the colors a lot. It's probably pretty expensive because it's lug, but let's look at the price, too. It has a very nice strap, too. There's no price, but I'm going to guess $64.99. I think most of the lugs are $64.99 of that size. $22.99. There's a Magic Key exclusive pin, and the Food and Wine Festival logo spins too. That's kind of fun. This limited release pin is $19.99, and it also opens. Let me show you the inside. The inside says 2025, and it has Mickey there too. This jumbo pin is limited edition 2000, so it'll probably sell out pretty quick. It's a nice pin though. I might get this one. I actually like it. And it's $39.99 because it's LE 2000 and it's big. There aren't really prices on anything, but I believe this is going to be $79.99. I really like the Spirit jersey. They did a good job with the colors this year. I like the color of that a lot, and it's got Mickey down here on the bottom. And the front of that has the Food and Wine logo there as well. It's a nice Spirit jersey. I found one of those lugs with the price, and it is $50, so I was wrong. Here's the hat for $29.99. The best part though is underneath the bill. Check that out. That is really cool. I like that a lot. I love the colors. They have this gift card for $100 minimum. You also get a pin with it, and the pin is actually really nice. So if you buy a Sip and Savor pass, you actually get this nice little plastic plate this year. It's kind of cool. It's a nice little plate. I like that. They did give me one because I bought one yesterday, and the girl was very nice, and she gave me one anyways. But yeah, they weren't giving these out yesterday, but they are in the normal festival. So if you come here and you get a Sip and Savor pass, you also get one of these. The next stop is Garlic Kissed over here by San Francisco, across from Sonoma Terrace. They just have one item that I'm going to pick up, so let's pick up that next. The only item we're going to get here from Garlic Kissed is the Sirloin Gruyere Mac and Cheese, so let's get that. Yay, I finally got a spot in the shade. I went to Garlic Kissed and I got the Sirloin Gruyere Mac and Cheese. It looks really good. It's got big chunks of sirloin on top. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be kind of like sliced up, but these are pretty big chunks. And it comes with a black garlic chimichurri sauce. I love chimichurri sauce. It also has a garlic butter crunch. I think it's just breadcrumbs on top. It looks very, very good. I think this is going to be delicious. Let's give it a bite. It looks really hearty. These are pretty big portions. The last portion of mac and cheese that we got was very large, and this one is too. I would definitely recommend getting a knife for this one. I didn't grab a knife, so it's gonna be hard to eat the beef. I'm gonna have to kind of try a bite off the beef and then try the mac and cheese kind of separate there. I'll try to get a bite of everything though. Let's try the chimichurri sauce and the mac and cheese. It's a nice white Gruyere, so it's a really nice mac and cheese. It looks like it's gonna be really good. And I love when there's breadcrumbs on mac and cheese. I think that's gonna be delicious. That chimichurri is really good. I like that a lot. I gotta try to get a bite of the beef though. I really should have grabbed a knife, but there's no going back now. I'm not gonna walk all the way over and grab a knife. And I'm already set up. I got my camera set up and everything. Let me just try the beef on its own, and then I'll try a bite of mac and cheese with it too. That sirloin is actually really good. It's about a medium well. It's almost well done. It's not dry though. It's very flavorful. It's very peppery, and I love the chimichurri sauce on it. This is a really good mac and cheese. I'd give this like 9.5 out of 10. I really like this. It's really hearty. The chimichurri sauce is amazing. I love the black garlic in that. It's very garlicky and very buttery. The breadcrumbs on top are a really nice touch. The breadcrumbs are crunchy, they're buttery, they're super savory. It's really good. But yeah, see how that's like a medium in there? It's like a medium well. I thought it'd be a little more overcooked, and I thought it'd be more dry, but it's definitely not dry. It's actually really good beef. And you get a lot of beef. You get 3 big chunks. I think this is a good value and a very good dish. I would really recommend getting this one. Right next to Garlic Kissed is California Craft Brews. We're gonna pick up 3 items from here. Let's check out the menu. We're gonna get the lemon pepper wings from here, the Sloppy Joe slider featuring Impossible beef. That should be good. And also the non-alcoholic California punch. So let's pick up all 3 of those next. California Craft Brews definitely has more than just brews. They have quite a few food options there too. This is the non-alcoholic option. It's the California punch. It's a mango puree with a guava nectar, cucumber syrup, lemon juice, and it comes with one of those Mexican lollipops, the mango chili kind. I love those. Mine sunk down to the bottom though. It was a lot prettier when it was still floating on the top. But yeah, it kind of just took a sudden dive, decided to go right down to the bottom of the drink. So I don't think I'll be able to fish that out until the end and eat that. But let's give this a sip. It looks like it's going to be pretty sweet because of all the syrups and purees and nectars in it. But let's give it a try. It's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be, but it is super sweet overall. I like that a lot. It kind of reminds me of Pog juice. Definitely has a guava flavor. You can taste the mango. I love mango. Mango is one of my favorite fruits, so I really enjoy that. It's pretty refreshing, but it's also very sweet for a hot day. I like that though. You can taste the lemon juice too. It adds a little bit of a tartness and a balance. I didn't get much of the cucumber flavor. Let me try it again though and see if I can taste the cucumber. Yeah, I actually can taste the cucumber flavor in there. The cucumber syrup and the lemon really balance it down a little bit, which is really nice. It makes it more of an even level drink versus just being all sweet juices mixed together. Definitely reminds me of Pog juice. I'd get that again. I like that one. That's actually really good. And this is the Impossible Sloppy Joe Slider. This is a small portion, very small portion. I'm surprised that they decided to make vegetarian dishes this year that aren't vegan. This does have real cheese on it, surprisingly, but it doesn't have real meat. So that's kind of a weird choice. I think they could have easily omitted the cheese. You might be able to ask for this one without cheese on top, but they should have just done a vegan sour cream or a crema instead of the cheese. Vegan cheese is not always that great, so I see why they didn't go in that direction. They should have offered more plant-based options this year. Let's give this a try though. I can see a lot of peppers in there. I think this is gonna be good. I like Sloppy Joes, so the bun is nice and buttery and it's toasted. It looks like a very good bun, so let's give this a bite and try it out. If you like bell pepper, you're gonna enjoy that. It has a very heavy green bell pepper flavor to it, which I really like. I like it. It's not overly seasoned. It's a nice sloppy Joe without being too sloppy. It's not too wet. Bun is really buttery. I like it. I just wish it was fully vegan. I think that would have been easy to change, but I like the flavor of this. It's just not a big portion. This is gonna be a very small portion, so not much bang for your buck. It's not a really great value. Not my favorite thing so far today. And I also got the lemon pepper wings, and this comes with a garlic ranch sauce. The ranch sauce looks house-made. It looks really good. It doesn't look like your typical bottled ranch, which is really nice. I love when they have a fresh ranch, a fresh-made ranch. I think that really makes it. I love the flats. I do like the drumettes, but I love the flats. I'm gonna go with a flat, actually. Let's try it without the ranch first, though. Ooh. Those are tangy, but they're incredibly salty. Very, very, very salty. I do like them. Let me give them another bite, but I think they might be a little bit too salty for me. I like salty food, but man, that is a lot of lemon salt on there. I love the lemon flavor, and I love the flavor of the pepper on there too. Let me give them one more bite though. Maybe the ranch is less salty, so it's better that way. Let me just try again though real quick. That second bite was a little less salty, but just be warned, it's a very salty food. The chicken is not dried out. It's very moist. It's a good chicken. I really like the chicken on that a lot. Let me try the ranch too, because that's really important to be able to try that out. The ranch is really good. The flavor is nice there. They might cut back with the salt if enough people complain, or they sometimes adjust things after the preview day. I could see this being one of the items that they adjust for sure. It's good, but I don't know. Just know that it has a lot of salt. I wouldn't recommend it necessarily. We're gonna move on. We have 3 more booths. One of them's only alcohol, so we really only have 2 more booths left. So let's move on and try the next thing after this. Okay, over by the wheel is LA Style. Let's pick up the food and let's check out the menu first too. We're gonna get the 2 new items. This is the mini LA Street Dog and the Western Barbecue Burger Bout as well. It's so quiet over by the water wheel here. It's so peaceful. It's like a little respite. It's really shady and just really calm over here. I can hear some of the nature sounds that are pumped in, the little fake wilderness sounds that are coming from over there. It's really nice. There's also a construction fence right now, so you cannot walk through the Grizzly Rapid River crossing. You actually just have to go around the normal way by the Redwood Creek Trail, but it makes it quieter back here. It's really nice, actually. I'm really enjoying this. Anyways, I digress. I picked up my food from LA Style. This is going to be the LA Mini Street Dog. It comes with Newski's bacon. Everything here features Newski's bacon. This has a jalapeno mayo, which is going to be really good, and an onion and pepper relish. I love jalapeno and I love mayo on hot dogs, so I think this is going to be good. This is a very small portion. I know it's a mini street dog, but it is very, very tiny. You could finish this in about 4 bites if you take big bites, but let's give this a try. I'm excited for it. It is absolutely piled with bacon on top. I'm surprised how much bacon there is on there. That is incredibly salty. It's like the wings where the flavor is good, but it's super duper salty. I like the pepper and the onion relish on that, and it's actually a little bit spicy. It's got more of a kick than I expected it to have, which is nice. It's about a medium level of spice, but it is pretty spicy. I like the smokiness of it. I don't know, I'd probably give it like a 6 or 7 just because it's super duper salty. I think if they can tone back on the saltiness, the flavor is pretty good. That's an insane amount of bacon. The bacon's pretty overwhelming. I do like the mayonnaise on it though, and I do like the pepper and onion relish. I don't think this is worth the cost though. Probably like a 6 out of 10 I'd rate this one. I wish it was less salty, I'd rate it higher, but at least we gave this a try. And the other item I got from LA Style is the Western Barbecue Burger Bao. And it's a bao bun, but it's got burger inside and a sweet barbecue sauce, also with Nuski's bacon on top, and it's got some fried onions as well. So I think this one will be pretty good. I think this will be better than the hot dog. That hot dog was just so dang salty. It was ridiculous, and that's coming from somebody that likes salty food. So if you don't like salty food, you're definitely not going to enjoy that one. I love barbecue sauce. I love barbecue everything, so I think this is actually going to be pretty darn good. Let's try it out, though. It's kind of exactly what you would expect it to be. It tastes like a burger, but it is very unique. I like that they put the onions on top. I like the barbecue sauce, and the bacon's good as well. I think this is a pretty good dish, but definitely not the best thing that we ate today. LA Style has been the most disappointing booth, I think, so far. The wings were not that great at the last booth either, though. But these are pretty much exactly what you would expect them to be. They're pretty mid. Overall, the festival food is better this year than other festivals have been. Lunar New Year was kind of disappointing, so everything today is not that disappointing at least. But yeah, I'm glad I tried both of these out. Okay, I have to update my score because as I took a second and third bite, I decided I really don't care for this one. This one gets like a 4 or 5 out of 10. I don't like the beef inside. It tastes like dog food in a bad way. You know how beef can be kind of weird like that? It just does not taste very good, and I just don't think it works that well. The bun is not that great either. I definitely like the hot dog a little bit better than this one, but both options are not my favorite. This is my least favorite thing that I ate today, though, for sure. Okay, this is the last booth with food that we're gonna get. So this is Cluck-a-Doodle-Moo. Let's check out the menu here. So we're gonna get the 2 new items, the asados, and we're also gonna pick up the acai passion tiki cocktail. It's a play on words, tiki, T-E-A. It must be a Joffrey's tea. So let's try that out. Oh yeah, Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company acai black tea. That should be good. This is the last stop for food. I went to Cluck-a-Doodle-Moo and I got 2 items. I got the acai tiki cocktail. This is made with Joffrey's acai tea, and it's also got pineapple rum, dark rum. It looks pretty darn good, and it's got a passion fruit syrup too. So let's give this a try. Sometimes tiki drinks can be overly sweet, but if you've been to a real tiki bar, tiki drinks are not overly sweet in general. They're not supposed to be sweet, that's for sure. All right, let's give this a sip. That's actually really nice. If you like sweet cocktails, this is not for you. This is a tropical cocktail, but it's definitely not overly sweet. I actually really like that. It's really nice. Got a good pineapple flavor from the pineapple rum, and I really like the passion fruit in it. I like passion fruit a lot, so that is a really good drink. I really like that. That's like a true tiki drink. I feel like it has bitters or something too, because it's a little bit bitter. I like Angostura bitters. I like orange bitters a lot. I'm not sure. It's not listed on there. You can also taste the acai tea, and I think that's really nice. The tea is not sweet. I think that really pulls it down in terms of sweetness, and I think that's a good thing. This is a good cocktail. I would definitely recommend this one. I also got the asados. This is chipotle chicken with a skirt steak, and it comes with rice. It comes with a little tortilla so that you can kind of make a taco out of the meat and stuff if you want, and it comes with salsa verde. I love Disney salsa verde. Let me try it, make sure it's the same salsa verde I'm thinking of. Yeah, it is the same salsa verde. It's very vibrant. It's about a medium level of spice. It has a pretty good kick to it. I really like how fresh and citrusy that tastes. Really good salsa verde. Let me cut off a little piece of the steak. I like their rice. I love their Spanish rice here, so I know I'm gonna enjoy that. Let me try the steak on its own and the chicken on its own too. This is a flat steak, and it looks like they really cooked this. This looks like a little piece of leather, so hopefully it's not too dry because it looks very well done. The flavor on that is nice, but texturally it doesn't work for me. It's very dry and very chewy. Sometimes skirt steak can be a little chewy and tough. That's pretty chewy and tough. It's pretty standard for what you would expect beef to be like, what you would expect steak to be like at a theme park especially. It's good flavor-wise, but that's all I can say about it. And let me try the chicken here too. This is chipotle chicken, so I think this will be a little better. Hopefully it's less dry. My piece of chicken is actually pretty dried out too. It's not the best. This is definitely not my favorite plate today. I do like the rice, I do like the salsa. I think if you built yourself a little taco out of it and put a lot of salsa on there, it would be okay. But both the chicken and the beef are pretty darn dry. I like the flavor of the beef better than the chicken, but overall I would skip this one. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. This is definitely not my favorite one. I think I got a bad batch though. It could be very inconsistent. Sometimes you order theme park food and it's good. If this were less dry, it has potential to be a really good dish. So you might order it and have it be fresher, and it could be a very good dish. But mine in particular is not very good. I would skip this one. Our last stop is at Uncork, California. This is just drinks. There's no food at this booth. This one is just drinks and the Mickey-shaped macaron. We got the Mickey-shaped macaron in years past. That's one of my favorite items. Definitely do not skip that one, but I'm gonna skip it today because I've already had it. We're gonna get the cocktail flight though, because you get 3 cocktails for 20 bucks with that, and I just wanted to try those drinks out, so let's pick that up. I got the cocktail flight from Uncork, and this is a good way to try 3 different cocktails. It's probably less than 1 drink though, and it was $20. They're probably about 3-ounce little portions, very, very small. The first one is the lychee melon cocktail. This is white wine aperitif, vodka, lychee, and lime juices with a rock melon syrup garnished with a skewered lychee. They must not have the skewered fruit because I did not get skewered fruit on mine. This did not come with the lychee itself. Let's try this out though. I like lychee everything. So let's give this a try. I really like that lychee sundae that I had. Look at how it's so tiny though. There's barely anything in there. That's nice. I think it'd be a little better with more aperitif. It's very sweet. It's a very sweet cocktail. The lychee in this reminds me of pear in a way. I like that one. That's actually a pretty good one. The second one is going to be the California wine cocktail. This is white wine, gin, peach puree, lemon juice, and blue curacao. I am not a blue curacao fan, but I think it's gonna be okay with all the other stuff in this. Blue curacao is just overwhelmingly sweet. I like how unique these are. That's also very sweet, but I actually like it. I like the white wine in it, and the blue curacao is not too strong. There's not much of it in there. I can definitely taste the peach puree. It reminds me of like a peach Bellini where they put peach in champagne. The white wine and the peach work really well together. It's kind of like a nice sangria. It's really good. I would definitely like that with some fresh fruit in it, but it doesn't have any fruit in it, but that's a good one too. And the last one, this is the last thing we're gonna try today. This is the strawberry and cola cocktail, Central Coast Pinot Noir, whiskey, Italian Amaro, Coca-Cola, strawberry puree, and lime juice garnished with a skewered lime gummy. Again, there's no skewers on these, so I think they're just out of those for the preview. That's interesting to mix it with the whiskey and the Coca-Cola and strawberry. That's a really weird combination. Let's try this out. That's my least favorite of the 3, but it's not bad. It actually works in a really weird way. You can taste the Coca-Cola, but it's not fizzy. I think the Coke's kind of gone flat. You can really taste the red wine though, and I actually kind of like that. I don't always condone icing red wine, but that's not bad. The ice kind of thins it out in a nice way. I think I'd go with the lychee for my first pick. Number 2 is my second pick, and number 3 is my third pick. So in the order they came, that's the order that I like them. I'm glad I tried these out though. They're just little petite cocktails, something fun to try while you're here. That was a lot of fun to be able to try the food ahead of time, a day before it actually comes out. The food was very good today. I think this is some of the best festival foods we've had in a long time. This is leagues better than Lunar New Year. Lunar New Year was a little disappointing, to be honest, and I think Festival of the Holidays was a little disappointing food-wise too. The food here was great. It did get progressively worse though. The last 2 booths were my least favorite. I didn't care for that bao bun. The hot dog was a little better than the bao bun, but still not that great. And the asados was pretty bad. My friend also ordered that asados, and both our plates felt like they were sitting out for a very long time. They seemed like the display that they had that you could look at to see what the food looks like. It was very dry and very old, sitting out for quite a while. So sometimes they can fix that stuff after the previews. That's what these previews are for, working out the kinks, trying to serve fresher and better food more consistently. But yeah, everything else we had today was very, very good. The drinks we had were good too. I'm really surprised. Today was a great food day. I hope this foodie guide was helpful for you guys. If you like the content, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel too. Thank you guys. I'll see you real soon. Next up, we have 90s night coming up next week, so I will do a vlog on that. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you real soon, and I hope you take care.